Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome back to Centre des Glaces. Ici à Saint-Paul-Québec. Fury off to a good start. Ferrand with it. She gets to Walsh. They get going to the offensive zone. Richelieu comes the other way. Poked away nicely by Boyard. They're back into the O-zone. There goes Ferrand down to the corner. Ferrand now with the puck. She's in behind the zone. She attempts to spin back. She's knocked over. McLaughlin comes away with it. Puck shot up front. Lands in front.
Oh my goodness.
Almost right into the net. Good start here by this Ferrand line. Puck comes out to center ice. McLaughlin comes back. She sends it rink wide to DeMille. DeMille's under pressure. She sends it up the wall. Lara Walsh steals that away. She's going to get the puck into the zone just offside. So we're just a little bit late turning the mic on here. So
we're chatting away, Brian.
Fury come into this game tied for first place in the U13AAA division here. We are playing les Remparts de Richelieu, who are in third place in this tournament, or fourth, I believe. Bourgeois now shoots. Right on, rebound there, Nelson. Couldn't quite corral it. Now goes back to Knight on the blue line, down the wall. Harriman's there, she gets to Nelson. Nelson sends it net front, nobody home. Richelieu defender sends it up the wall, intercepted by Bourgeois. Bourgeois dances around one player, steps back in, has that poked away from her. Harriman's there to help, she keeps it in. Now Nelson's there to help. That's going to get to the blue line, not much further. There goes Landry. Landry's upended there, no call. Bourgeois steps in, does a little dangle. Here she goes, pulls it in again, shoots, goal.
Oh my goodness. She beat like 3 different girls. Maybe one of them twice.
More moves than a snakeskin oil salesman on that one. Bourgeois, who is leading the tournament in scoring, broke her stick this afternoon, had to go buy a new one before today's game. It looks like she bought one with some pretty good moves in it.
Well, Sayers said he didn't spare any expenses. He got her the Trigger 9 Pro.
Wow, that was some pro moves.
Yep.
Padrona's line steps out here now, along with Ev Bork and Madison Kavanaugh. Face off won by Padrones. That goes back to Boyard. Boyard sends it into the Richelieu zone. They get it out to center. Broken up there by Padrones. Now Kavanaugh grabs that puck. Here goes Kavanaugh with it. She attempts to dump it in. It's off a skate. Goes to Padrones, who does dump it in. Les Remparts send it back out here to center. Boyard picks it up. She puts it on the boards for Bork. Bork with it now at center. She's into the blue line. There goes Bork. She has a bit of space. Poked away from her, but recovered by Padrones, who shoots. Off a shin pad out front. Lacasse is going to pinch down there. Lacasse sends that into the corner. Bork is there, along with Kavanaugh. Bork and Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh steps out front. She attempts to tuck it in short side. Puck is in the back of the net. Bork steps out. Back door to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh didn't see it coming. Right through the crease. Oof! Richelieu defenseman tries to clear it right off Madison's face mask. Here come les Remparts. They go wide. They're pushed off the puck. Lacasse spins away from the forecheck. She comes up the wall here to Padrones. Padrones, rink wide for McLaughlin. Remparts D number 4 is going to get there first. She sends it off the wall. Lara Walsh is here now. There goes McLaughlin with it. Battle here high in the Remparts zone. They get to the blue line, picked up by Landry. Landry shoots off a shin pad. Remparts have a breakaway. Here they go the other way. Remparts shoots. Great save by Eloise Perreault in the net there. Remparts got a lucky break as Ed Bork got tripped up. Or not Ed Bork, Ed Landry got tripped up, and they had a breakaway, but Perreault stood tall.
Wowzers.
8:48 to go, first period. Face-off will be to the right of Perreault. Face-off there, won by Ferrand, down in the corner to Landry. Remparts had it, they sent it to the front of the net. That was broken up by DeMille. Now they go back, this time it's broken up by Landry. Landry lays it out there for Ferrand. That's going to be offside. Furious action here, John, to start.
Wow, great start.
Always fun to get that early lead.
Yeah. I'd rather be up 1-0 playing down 1-0 early.
Anytime. Harriman line back out here. Bourgeois and Nelson, along with Lacasse and Knight. Face-off won by the Remparts. They send it deep into the Fury zone. Knight's over there for it. She sends it up the wall. Harriman's going to pick that up. She sends it up off the boards. Here she comes with it. She sends it to Bourgeois. Bourgeois, she's going to work it through the middle. She's got a break. Bourgeois shoots. Glove saved by the Remparts goalie. Nice pass by Harriman to Spring Bourgeois. Nice shot and a nice save. Face off now to the left of the Remparts goalie. Seems to be some debate here. We're the home team, so we should have last change.
No, but they think they have 6 on the ice. They only actually have 5, so.
Well, you know how it is, John. You get your phone in one hand, your shoes on. Sometimes you can't count to 6.
The girl they're throwing out twice is back for the face-off.
Face-off won there by Harriman. Credit to Bourgeois, who had a good shot on net. She goes up to the high in the zone. That's back to Knight. Knight steps in. She fires long distance. That's off a skate and into the corner. Puck is back up the right-hand side. Richelieu is going to try to break it out. They get to center ice. Bourgeois and Harriman are both there. They've forced them to dump it. Puck's in behind Perreault. Knight now. Knight sends it up the wall to Nelson. Nelson's going to send it through the middle to Bourgeois. Bourgeois chips it into center. She's hooked up there by the Remparts player. Now Lacasse steps away with it. There goes the Fury. They're 4 wide. Lacasse sends it deep in the corner. Remparts players attempting to clear. Broken up by Harriman, who sends it back down. Remparts D now going to skate it to the middle. Bring the right winger. She's not going to get too far between Boyard and Lacasse. Nice job there by the girls. Puck now is on Bourgeois' stick. Now she has it. Over the center, into the offensive line. Toe drag, shot. Off a stick, into a corner. Puck's up to the blue line. Boyard's going to hold that in. No, it's poked away from her. Padrones is not.
Oh, great back check there by Padrones.
Nice job by Alexis on the back check. Stop that dangerous. Now, Remparts center it. They have a chance to shoot.
Oh!
Heck of a save by Perreault. There goes Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh chips it to Padrones. Padrones sends it over to Bork. Bork has Kavanaugh on the back door. She steps in. Nice move by Bork.
Oh!
Center broken up at the last second. Padrones sends it up the middle now. DeMille. DeMille's going to feed that to Boyard. Nice play here. Girls really move the puck. Tipped in front.
Oh! Right there! Oh!
Scores!
Yes!
Excellent! Wow.
We're all over them, Brian. Oh, there is a bit of back and forth here, but
really nice play there. Good work by Bork and Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh got it to Bork. Bork hit the shot. Rebound was there. Took a second shot. And then the third one went in the net.
You keep getting chances, you're going to put one away.
100%. Ferrand comes into the face-off circle now. She's got Walsh and McLaughlin out there with her. Laundry and Knight on the back end. Face-off won by Ferrand. Over to Knight. Knight goes off the wall. Up to Walsh. Walsh sends it to Ferrand, who was just offside. Close call, though.
I don't know. I don't think that was offside at all.
Coaching staff's all smiles right now. Up 2-0. 6 minutes to go first period. Ferrand's going to take that puck out of the scrum. She steps into the offensive zone. Drives wide. Poked away from her. Remparts sends it up the wall. McLaughlin takes that back. McLaughlin's got some time and space. She steps to the front of the net. She tries to go short side. Rebounds there. Laundry with the slapper. Hits a bunch of shin pads in front. Doesn't get through. Tipped in front there.
Yeah!
Wow. Excellent shot by Sam Boyard. Beautiful deflection by Lara Walsh. Front of the net.
Nice, yes.
Lara's been all around the net this weekend. Just hadn't put it home. And finally does.
Great to see her get rewarded.
That was a nice deflection. Nice shot by Boyard. Nice deflection by Lara. 3-0. 5:56 to go, first period. They changed goalies.
Yes, they just changed goalies.
Remparts just changed goalies. See the starter looks to be a little bit distraught over there on the bench. Poor thing. Rempart now with the puck. Good job by McLaughlin down low. Here comes the Rempart. McLaughlin, she's going to dump it. They're going for a change. Nelson's going to lead the forecheck here. Rempart force it up the middle. Gets back there to Boyard. Boyard, she's going to skate left with it. She gets it up the wall. That's going to be offside. But didn't matter as Rempart got it out before the Fury could touch it offside. Here goes Harriman. She's got some space. Tries to send that to Nelson. Just out of her reach. Nelson chips it towards the wall. Bourgeois is coming in hard for it. Now Nelson with it. Nelson sends it down low. Harriman's going to get there. Rempart player gets it around the boards. Nice pinch there by Sam Boyard down into the corner. Nelson's there for the puck. She's got Bourgeois and Harriman in front. She sends it. Rempart D had lifted Bourgeois' stick and out we go. Rempart send it rink wide. Boyard's there. Takes her off the puck. Now, F2 for the Rempart. Picked it up. That's taken away by Harriman. Nelson.
Smart play. I like that. I like that.
Rink
Smart
wide.
play.
Nelson, or Bourgeois is in a race for it. Just away from her. Now maybe there's a chance. Oh, just offside. Right to Bourgeois. We're going to tag up and go back in. Bourgeois. That's Padrones to Bourgeois. Bourgeois has it now. She's shooting. Shoots.
Good try, girls.
By the new goalie for the Rempart.
Yeah, that poor little girl. I feel bad. It breaks my heart. You hate to see them upset like that, but
and she didn't give up any bad goals.
No, she actually did not give up a single bad goal. Unfortunately for her, she got kind of left her alone. Yeah. I mean, Elise's goal was a snipe. Ev Bork's goal was the shot and third rebound, and then Larry had a deflection. So I mean, my goodness, poor little goalie. She hasn't played poorly. She's just been in a bad spot. Yeah.
Interesting, the Rempart coach chose to take a timeout with 30 seconds. Well, not 30 seconds. There's probably 3 minutes left to go here in the first period. It's an odd time to take a timeout right before the intermission.
Yeah, I'm guessing you only have one game as well, Brian. So to keep things flowing, I probably would have kept mine for another time. But he's the coach, so there you go.
That's it. What do we know? We're just the talking heads.
That's right. Great band.
Yes, they were.
We may have to
buy some batteries tonight.
That or just improve the broadcast by cutting me out.
There we go. Well, we'll talk about that later. Face-off was won there by the Fury. Padrones. Now it's down in the corner behind the Rempart net. Rempart send it up the wall. That's going to come all the way to the blue line to Ev Landry. Landry's going to walk the line. Slap shot from the blue line.
Girls were quick for that rebound, too.
Girls were coming hard.
Yeah.
Nice shot by Ev Landry.
Great job keeping the puck in for sure.
I'm going to have a look here at the standings to see if any updates on where we sit. So as we sit right now, the Rempart of Richelieu are 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 tie, I believe. Lacasse off the glass. Rempart take that puck. It's broken up in the middle by Bork. Bork goes back to Knight. Knight now. Back to Bork. They play catch. Rempart steal it back. They shoot it down low into the zone. Rempart there with it. Puck goes down behind the net. Rempart with it now. They send it up to the blue line.
Oh.
Bounces over the defender's stick. Padrones tried to get there. Poked away from her. McLaughlin comes away with it. McLaughlin through the middle. Nice move by McLaughlin. Second nice move. She's got Ferrand with her. McLaughlin over the boards. Back now to Walsh. Walsh goes down low to McLaughlin. Picked off by the Rempart D, who sends it at an odd angle off the back of the net and cross into the other corner. Walsh is there to shut that down. Sorry, that was Ferrand. Ferrand, great steal by Ferrand. She fires it wide of the net. Rempart clear it out to center, but not much further. Battle for it just outside the blue line. Boyard's got McLaughlin. She goes rink wide. McLaughlin chips it towards the slot. Ferrand's going in. We had no flood here. The ice is starting to look really snowy and heavy at the moment. Ferrand's into the forecheck. too many players on the ice against the Remparts. There was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah, it's an easy one.
Yep. That'll do it. So the Fury going to go to the power play. 2:24 to go in the first period. As I was saying, in the standings here so far, you have the Fury in first place with 8 points. The Storm in first, tied for first at 8. The Warriors at 6 and the Remparts at 6. The Remparts are 1-1-1 so far this week on, which means looks like the Stars and the Amazon are going to be eliminated. Harriman on the face-off. She fires it right at net.
Oh, goalie didn't know.
Almost through.
Goalie did not know where that was.
2 seconds into the power play for the Fury. Harriman now on the face-off again to the right of the Rempart net. He shoots it forward to Bourgeois. Bourgeois picks it up behind the net. Bourgeois sends it up to the blue line to Landry. Landry's got a forechecker out in front of her, so she'll go wide to Knight. Knight goes over there now. She's going to send it down low to Nelson. Nelson with it. Nice job. Sends it to the front. Bourgeois was all tied up. No time or space there. Rempart try to clear, and they do get it just over the blue line. We're offside. So, nice escape move by Eve Landry, but just a little too eager to get over the line before her teammates could get back on side. Harriman, Bourgeois, Nelson up front. Harriman gets it to Bourgeois right off the draw. Bourgeois steps into the zone. She's in behind the net. She's a lot of pressure from 2 Rempart players. She gets loose. She sends it across. And the Rempart picked that up, back into the zone. Now Landry. Landry sends it rink wide towards Nelson, just out of her reach. There we go, broken up nicely by Knight. Nice job by Sophie Knight. Knight finds Harriman on the right-hand side. She's coming down the wall. She's going to drive around that defender, spin back, give it to Bourgeois. Bourgeois shoots just wide of the net. Back out to Knight. Knight's got a chance to shoot it and does. Puck goes to the slot and broken up there. Back up high for Knight. Knight attempts to hold his own. Rempart clear now. Back deep in the zone. Fury going to go for a full-scale change. 1:02 to go here. First period. Here come the Rempart. They go up the wall. Lacasse grabs it. Lacasse has all kinds of room here. She's going to go rink wide. Dev Bork. Bork deflects it into the corner. Rempart D is back there. She rims it all around the boards. Lacasse tips it back down low to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh now. Here goes Maddie. Maddie. Nice move. Broken up by the Rempart though. All the way back down the ice. 14 seconds to go here. First period. On the power play, that is. Here goes Padrones. She's coming up the ice with 30 seconds to go. She goes rink wide to Kavanaugh. Padrones, Kavanaugh, and Bork now. Here's Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh sends it right to Bork. Defenders stake it right in the way.
Oh my goodness, they almost put it in their own net.
Fury are whacking away at it. Can't quite get it through. They get to the blue line, but not out. Boyard at the back end.
10 seconds.
Padrones. Padrones goes to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh chips it down in the corner.
6.
Rempart going to clear, but Boyard fires. Will it get there? Oh!
Flood now, Brian, I think?
Yeah,
maybe not.
Based on the ice conditions, I'd like to think they're going to flood because they're not very good, but it doesn't look that way.
Huh.
Ice is very...
A dirty sheet of ice.
It's supposed to be every 2 periods.
Yeah.
So, John and I just had a really cool opportunity. We got to watch the U18 female team from Stansted College play in the game prior to ours against the Quebec Aces. 3 local CIFA alumni on that team, Raphael Perron, Lexi Legier, and Zoe Lloyd. Girls played great, and it's nice to see CIFA Fury alumni doing so well at such a nice level of hockey. So good fun to see the local girls here in Quebec City playing so well on a big stage. Fun for our girls to watch that level of hockey too and think about maybe playing there someday themselves.
And talk about physical. Holy cow. Physical and fast, Brian.
Yeah, no, that was a big level of hockey.
It's a lot of hitting. They got called for penalties, but there's still a lot of hitting.
Yeah. Well, it's probably only a matter of time. If you look at the level of body contact the PWHL allows now, it's got to trickle down to minor hockey at some point. sure that's something that, you know, Andre Casey and Todd McDonald could undertake as a study for the association and come back with recos to the board on female body contact. They're probably looking for things to do.
Absolutely. I mean, it's a long winter, so, you know, I got to keep those guys busy.
That's it. Alexa Ferron, Lara Walsh, and Chloe McLaughlin come out here now. DeMille and Landry on the blue line. Referee's ready to go. Ferron wins that one. Steps through the middle with the puck. Poked away from her. Rempart player tries to go wide on Walsh. Walsh breaks that up. DeMille has it now. She goes D to D back to Landry. Up to McLaughlin. McLaughlin chips it. Gets to the middle. Lara Walsh has it. She gets knocked to the ice from behind. No call. Rempart send that puck down into our zone. Landry's back for it. They have Landry now. She gets it out nicely to Ferron. Outlet pass by Ferron is broken up. Back in the corner. DeMille gives chase. Rempart player centers. Broken up in front by Landry. Dangerous position there. Puck gets to the blue line. Still not out. Now the Rempart try to work it down low. We got Walsh there. They get it to the blue line. Shot from the blue line. Wide of the net. Rempart control the play here in our zone. They fire it through the slot off a shin pad. Rempart pinch down. DeMille ties her player up. Battle here in the corner. Now Walsh is up the puck. She's going to send it out. Nope. Held in there by the Rempart D. Now Landry with it. She broke it up in the slot. Landry sends it out to center. Releases the pressure and the Rempart send it right back in. Now we need to move that puck out of the zone. At the end of a long shift here, we're stuck in our zone. Puck goes to Ferron. Ferron sees Bourgeois, can't quite get it to her. It's off a skate. Rempart send it down into our zone. Landry's back there. No icing on that play. Landry sends it all the way around the wall. Nelson's going to get there, I believe. No, the other player does, but Harriman picks it up. She'll send it towards the zone. Goes to Nelson. Rempart steal it back. Nice job by Lacasse. Back on the wall here. Battle on the wall. Puck is there. It's loose. Nelson with it. Bourgeois is there too. Lacasse chips it off the boards. Gets it to Harriman. There goes Harriman. She steps in. Puck rolls off of her stick. Puck is bouncing here bad this period, John. Down deep into the zone now. Fury have to tag up. Now they are onside. Here we go. Rempart D skates around the backside of her own net. Now she curls back. Harriman's into the forecheck. Lacasse going to pinch in and hold his own. Lacasse does that nicely. Back to Nelson. Nelson covering nicely for Lacasse. Gets it to Harriman. Back to Nelson. Nelson's in a battle on the wall. Lacasse is going to step in. Send that down in the corner. Rempart D in behind the net. Puck comes up the wall. Rempart exits the zone. Lacasse is there to break that up. Lacasse, she's on the wall. Spins away from pressure. Has Bourgeois. Sends it to her just off escape. Padrones picks it up. Bourgeois was almost gone there. Pucks up the wall here to Sophie Knight. Knight's going to hold it in. Walks in. Shoots. Right on net.
Oh.
Great save by the goalie. Great shot by Knight.
Another chance. Another chance.
Sophie Knight from the blue line a second time. Hits Padrones in front.
Third chance.
3 for $1. Here we go. Sophie Knight to the front of the net. Feeds it down low to Kavanaugh. Nice heads up play by Knight not to put that in the shin pads. Kavanaugh's taken down in the corner. Still has the puck though. Kavanaugh there. Gets the puck loose. Still has it. Bork is there for it. Bork sends it back towards Kavanaugh. Ends up in the referee's skates. Now, here's Ed Landry. Right to the...
Oh, my goodness! Off the post!
Where is that puck? How did that not go in the net?
Goalie's pad is off. Not seeing that, Brian.
No, that's a new one.
Wowzers.
Fury had 3 or 4 glorious chances.
Oh, my goodness. One off the post. Puck was just laid in the side of the crease. We were hacking and whacking away.
Yep. You know what? The girls are playing well.
Did they put the other little goalie back in? I think they did, Brian.
Yeah, they did. Probably just pulled her out just to regroup, right?
Yeah.
You know what? Give up 3 goals that early.
I think she was pretty upset, so it was probably more of a pep talk. And
Alexa Ferron on the face-off here. Ferron's with Boyard on the blue line, Landry. Walsh and McLaughlin on the wings. Face off won by the Remparts. Puck goes behind the net. It's around the boards here. Left winger for the Remparts grabs it. Broken up there by McLaughlin. McLaughlin sends it down to the corner. Lara Walsh gives chase. Walsh in the battle. McLaughlin's there to help. Remparts come away with the puck. They're looking up the middle. That outlet pass stopped by Ferrand. She chips it into McLaughlin. Fires it just wide of the net. Remparts D to get there first. They spin back. Remparts now in behind their net. They send it up the wall. Ferrand's there to stop that play. Now Boyard pinches down. Remparts try to clear the zone. That's held into McLaughlin. She goes to Walsh. Walsh sends it towards the net. Remparts goalie is going to cover that up. 10:46 to go, second period. So, big night for the girls tonight. Off to see the Carnaval d'Hiver de Quebec downtown.
Yeah, I think there's a parade and stuff maybe too, Brian. I'm not sure.
Yeah, so you're here for the hockey, but we'll get a little bit of culture in while we're around.
Yeah. See some beautiful ice sculptures.
Face off one there by Harriman. Gets back towards the mill. Remparts player pokes out at the center. She's going to try to go to her other teammate. Broken up by Lacasse nicely. Nice job by Lacasse. Lacasse sends it the other way. Bourgeois and Harriman on the forecheck. Remparts go D to D all the way down the ice. That's going to be icing. Nice job by Lacasse, standing tall at our blue line, and then gets it out of the zone. Forecheck by Elise and Emily. Force the turnover and down the ice for an icing.
Always love an icing call with when you put the other team under pressure like that.
Yeah. Face off won by Harriman. She sends it to Bourgeois. Bourgeois is alone in front. Goalie covers that off. Looking around the scoreboard here, the Lac St. Louis Warriors are 0-0 tie right now, first period against the 55 Stars from Maurice. And no score yet in the Storm versus Amazon game. Just underway. Harriman ties up her play off the face-off. There's a scrum. It's back to the blue line, held in by DeMille. DeMille shoots from long range.
Oh, that
rebound by Bourgeois. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
Goalie did a great job. She
wonderful save.
Rolling around the ice, but got it done. Don't care how you stop
a young
the puck.
Dominic Hasek, they may say, eh?
Yeah. Wasn't pretty, but we got it done. Harriman ties up her center now. Bourgeois steps in. Puck goes to the boards. There's a battle there for it. Harriman pokes it towards Bourgeois. Puck is there. They're in a battle for it. Nelson comes in to help. She gets to the line. Lacasse sends that back into the zone. Bourgeois is there. Now out to the blue line. Lacasse breaks that up one more time. Anna Lacasse is a wrecking ball out here on this shift. We're actually getting a penalty for that. That's an unbelievably bad call. But anyways, what are you going to do? That's a classic case of big, strong player knocks over little, weaker player, and you get 2 minutes for being too strong. I don't think there's any other way to describe that.
Nonetheless, we're down for 2 or less.
Hopefully the full 2. So yesterday, apparently in one of our games, and I'm not sure if it's the same official, but the referee, one of the female referees, in our morning game was a former team captain from the University of Moncton, Aigle Bleu.
No way, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Quebec native. Richelieu come up the left-hand side. They send it out all the way to center. Knight grabs that, sends it right back into the zone. Off a shin pad into the corner. Richelieu D goes back. In behind her own net. Here goes Richelieu. They send it up the right-hand side this time. That's going to be broken up by Eve Landry. With some support from Padrones. They recover. They're back to center. Padrones, that was offside. No call.
Whoa.
Shot low and wide. Landry now. Richelieu sent it right through the crease. Goes to Eve Bork. She sends it all the way down the ice. Back in behind the Richelieu net. Here comes the defender. She's looking rink wide. She sends it wide. Richelieu's got a break. Fury were on a line change. What a save.
Oh, big save.
Great job. Eloise Perreault standing tall in there. Eloise's dad's from Quebec. Family and friends around here a bit this weekend, so standing tall in front of the family crowd. Here come the Remparts. They go rink wide. They have it at the ring-out line. They shoot. Saved by Perot. She'll cover up the rebound. 8:22 to go. 39 seconds to go in this penalty kill. This period's going by quick, eh?
Yeah.
Face off won by Richelieu. Shot on net. Covered up by Perot. So, Fury looking to escape this penalty and then hopefully pile a couple more goals than that. Nice clear there by DeMille at the center. Remparts go D to D, back deep into the corner. DeMille's going to grab that puck behind our net. She has it. She sends it up the wall towards Bork. Bounces away from her. Held in by the D. Remparts D steps in, shoots high and wide.
Oh, goodness.
Thankfully, just wide. Perot's going to cover that up. Fury get a chance to get some fresh legs out here. That'll be Laundry and Knight on the blue line with Lara Walsh and Chloe McLaughlin. It's been fun this weekend. We get a lot of different girls scoring. Elise continues to light it up, and that's been amazing, but we had a lot of good secondary scoring this weekend so far, too. Draw won by the Remparts. Back to the blue line. They go rink wide to the other side. Girl steps in, shoots. Tipped in front.
Wow.
Eloise had her trapper up to catch it, and someone tipped it in front, right down into her pads.
Dangerous for sure. It's hard to.
5 seconds to go on the penalty kill for the Fury. Nice job there in the draw by Walsh. Ties up her player and keeps the puck. There's a battle. There's a shot just wide. McLaughlin grabs that up. She's going to be under some pressure here in the corner. She gets it back to Laundry. Laundry goes rink wide to Knight. Knight. She's under pressure. She has it. Sends it to the middle. Just away from Lara Walsh. Walsh gets it towards McLaughlin. Now McLaughlin has it. Nope, poked away from her. Here come the Remparts. The Remparts tried to shoot. Nice job by Knight. Got a stick on it. They center it. Perot's there. What a save by Perot. Richelieu player was able to battle Alexa, get a shot off, and Perot locks it down. 7:13 left, second period. I won't lie to you, that was not a great sequence for our blood pressure, John.
No, some chances to move the puck, and we were a little late doing so, and
a little late and a little hard in that snow out there, from what I would gather.
Yeah, some less than ideal conditions.
Harriman punches that off the face-up up the wall. Bourgeois almost stepped out of the zone with it. She had a head of steam going. Boyard now. Boyard goes to DeMille. DeMille sends it up to Nelson. Bourgeois is going to chase it in. Goalie's going to be forced to cover that up. So 6:58. Fury get a face-off to the right of the Remparts goaltender. Here we go. Face-off won by Harriman. Back to DeMille. DeMille shoots. Bouncing puck. Goalie's going to cover that again.
Hope that might have found a way in, Brian.
We had 3 Fury forwards crashing the net. And goalie covered that up before we could put it in the net. Harriman wins it again to DeMille. DeMille shoots from the blue line. Just wide. Bourgeois gathers that rebound up on the board. She steps towards the center, shoots it towards the net. She's got it back now. Bourgeois sends it to Harriman. Harriman has it, shoots. Oh, broken up before she can get it off. Nice pass by Elise. Boyard now on the blue line. She's tangled up with Bourgeois. Boyard steps to the middle. Puck is there in her skates. Puck gets now to Bourgeois at the blue line. Bourgeois steps in. She's going to go to the left. She's got it. She sends the backhand just by Nelson. Remparts trying to clear the zone. They do get it as far as center. DeMille with it now. DeMille tries to send it back in the zone. It's off a shin pad. Remparts come the other way. Boyard pokes that away from her. Harriman's there to help now. Nelson sends it to Bourgeois. Bourgeois bounces away from her. Now Harriman with it. Harriman's going to go for a skate. She's got a bit of time and space. She comes in and shoots.
No.
Love save by the goalie on a big hard shot. Bourgeois now back down into the zone. We're offside. Fury offside. Need a line change. Here come the Remparts. Right through the middle. Fury went for a change. Kavanaugh's there to force the right side. She's got nowhere to go, so she sends it down in the zone. Knight grabs that puck in the corner. 5:34 to go. She sends it to Padrones. Padrones had it stolen from her, but gets it back. Now it goes to Nelson. Now go to Padrones. Kavanaugh's busting on the other side. Padrones sends it on net. Kavanaugh gets there first. She's in behind with it. 2 Rempart players push her off the puck. That was definitely body contact. Padrones comes in to help. Back to that Knight on the blue line. Knight from the blue line shoots. Bouncing puck. Rebounds there. Kavanaugh pokes at it. And 3 Rempart players step in and push Kavanaugh to the ground.
Yeah, I was waiting to see the ref's arm go up, but didn't happen.
1-0 for Lac St. Louis against the Stars as of now. And does not appear to be a goal yet in the Sifa Storm game. Draw won by the Rempart in behind their net. They come up the left-hand side. Now they go cross ice. Rempart have it. They send it in. Broken up by Knight. Knight goes to Bork. Bork's away with it. And Bork got a head of steam. She's got the puck with her. She sends it towards Kavanaugh. Just out of Kavanaugh's reach. Rempart in behind the net. They send it out of the zone, all the way down the ice. That will not be icing. Padrones hustles back. 4 minutes, 32 seconds to go here. Clearing attempt by Padrones, intercepted. Rempart hold the zone. They work it to the middle. Step in and shoot. Tipped in front. Rebounds there. What a save by Padrones.
Wow. Wowzers.
Wow. So Fury played with fire on that one. Didn't get burned, which is always good. So, face-off will come back here to the left of Perreault. Alexa Ferrand steps in on the face-off. Draw one. Goes out there to the blue line, just out of the reach of McLaughlin. Rempart control. They go back door. Shot wide. Now McLaughlin with it. She steps around the first forechecker. Leaves that puck there. Nope. Sends it out to Walsh. Walsh has Ferrand with her. Here goes Walsh and Ferrand. Nice stick work there by the D for the Rempart. Breaks up that rush. Puck's down low now. Ferrand has it. She has a bit of space. Ferrand steps in and shoots. Just wide of the net. Landry with it from the blue line. She'll send it smartly into the corner. Rempart send it right back out. Sam Boyard's going to go get it. Boyard, forechecker with Rempart, hot on her heels. She spins away from her. Then sends it back door to Landry. Here goes Ed Landry. Landry goes to Walsh. Gets in her skates, but she's got it. She comes away into the center ice zone. Here goes Lara Walsh with a burst of speed. Cuts to the middle. Gets it to Ferrand. Ferrand shoots off a shin pad. Here comes the Rempart the other way. Good back check pressure there by Ferrand. Ferrand sends her player crashing to the ice with a little bit of a love tap from behind. You know, I mean, there's an art to it. If you're going to cross-check somebody, it's best if you don't get caught. And that was very nicely behind the play by Alexa Ferrand. Face-off now to the right of the Rempart net. Harriman wins the draw. Stolen away, though, by the Rempart. They get control, send it all the way around the boards. Lacasse attempts to hold. Bourgeois does. Nope. They poke it to center. One-on-one against DeMille. DeMille steps up, forces the player outside. Harriman's back to help Nell. DeMille breaks up the centering pass. DeMille sends it to Nelson. Off of her stick. Rempart hold the zone. They attempt to center. Harriman breaks it up. Harriman sends it over to Nelson. Just out of her reach. Nelson gets there, though. Nelson's got Bourgeois alone in the slot. Here goes Nelson. Sends it to Bourgeois. Bourgeois rebounds there. Bourgeois got the rebound behind the net. Sends it in front. Wow. The Rempart goalie is a couple of big stops there. Battle in the wall. Rempart come away with it. Rempart attempt to go into the zone. And they do. Shot by the Rempart wide of the net. Nelson's going to gather that rebound. She's got Kavanaugh open in the middle. Harriman picks up a centering attempt by the Rempart. She fights with them. Gets it into the zone. No further. Right back out to Landry. Landry goes across to her partner. Knight back for it now. Knight sends it up the wall. Right on the stick of the Rempart D, who sends it back in. Landry grabs the puck. She spins away from the pressure. Blocked by the Rempart. They attempt to center. Intercepted by Knight. Knight under some pressure there from the Rempart player. Knight's in the corner now. She sends it back up the wall to Kavanaugh. Here we go. Kavanaugh sends it rink wide nicely. There goes Eve Landry. Landry, she's stopped up here at center ice. Padrones gets it to Bork. We gain the zone. Bork gets it in deep. Padrones in there to help. Rempart chip it up the wall. Here they come, 3-on-2. 2 Remparts now. One of their players goes for a change. She drives wide. Good stick over there by Boyard. Padrones grabs the puck loose in the other corner. She's having a look. She wants to send it to Kavanaugh. Fans on it. Shot from the line. Steered in the corner there by Perreault. Boyard has the stick slashed out of her hand. This is just a tough situation here for the Fury. Can't seem to get control of the puck. Now Kavanaugh does. Nice job by Kavanaugh. Rempart clear the zone. Padrones now. Puck's into our zone again. DeMille slap shot off the wall. Gets it out to the blue line. Bork has McLaughlin. Sends it to her. Here goes Chloe McLaughlin. McLaughlin chips it into the deep in the corner. Padrones and Bork go for a change. Thought it was going to be icing actually. And a penalty. So we got penalty for cross-checking coming up to the Rempart. Didn't see it, did you?
34.5 seconds here, Brian, so we'll have to capitalize quickly before the period's over.
We got an equipment issue here for Eloise Perreault. I thought for a minute maybe Tony was pulling the goalie. Power play, 3-0 lead. See if we can get a scoreboard update for us here now.
What time does Fredericton play at?
They played at 3:10, but there's no updates being posted yet. The app seems to be a little behind. Let's see if we can ask some of the fans to look it up on the CIFA webpage. Face off, down in the corner. Cleared by the Rempart, all the way back to the Fury zone. Perreault sets it up there for Boyard. Boyard spins. Perreault down low with it. She goes rink wide to McLaughlin in the middle. Right there to Lara Walsh, just how we drew it up in practice. Fury gained the zone. Nice job by Lacasse to hold it in there. Now, here's Sam Boyard with it. She walked down the middle, slap shot, glove save, rebound. Rebound is still there, it's loose. Rempart clear the zone.
Close. So close. Still don't see the gates going up for a flood here, Brian, but I think the girls are coming off anyway.
The ice is really heavy here. Yeah, the girls are coming over the board. So, all right, so we are going to have a flood here. Fury take a 3-0 lead into the third period. We'll be back in about 14 minutes. All right, welcome back. Third period action here. Centre de glace Intact Assurance dans la belle ville de Québec.
You know, Brian, between the Lacasse family and the Boyard family, it's almost like we're the home team here in Quebec.
Yeah, they've been leading the chants here of Let's Go Fury.
It's like when Toronto plays in Ottawa on a road game, it becomes a home game. And it's kind of like that for the Fury girls here with all the support from the extended Quebec family.
The poor Ottawa Senators, their home games are half Montreal Canadiens fans, the other half Leafs fans. So that doesn't leave any half for the Sens.
Well, there's probably only a couple dozen out in the country anyway.
Well, yeah, anyone who didn't have cable before 1980 probably. Here comes Kavanaugh. She's into the offensive zone with the head of steam down in the corner. Bork's there to help. Remparts come up the wall, held in there nicely by Boyard. Shot from the blue line.
Here's the goal.
Out front. Nice play by Padrones. Kavanaugh almost put that in the back of the net. Nice move by Bork. She still has it. She sends it back door to Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh now. Kavanaugh pulled down. No call. Referee appears to have forgotten.
Yeah, one tip deserves another though, Brian.
That's it. Easy come, easy go. Kavanaugh sends it back door. Just out of the Bork. Bork lets it out there for Boyard. Remparts managed to clear it to center. But that's all going to be shut down by Eve Landry. Nice job by Eve. Eve sends it back over the red line. Here comes the line of McLaughlin, Padrones, and Walsh. I believe that'll be Ferrand momentarily once Alexis goes for a change. Here comes Alexa over the boards. Walsh leads the forecheck. Remparts try to come up the right-hand side. They get it up to the blue line and out. Ferrand's there. She knocks it away from the incoming Remparts player. Sophie Knight's there now. Knight's down in the corner. She's under pressure. Nice job. Combo of Knight. Wow. I don't know how that was not a penalty against Alexia Ferrand, but I'm happy it was not. Here comes Anna Lacasse. Lacasse shoots from long range. Hard shot. Rebounds there. That's going to get gobbled up by the Remparts. They try to send it out right to Lacasse. She shoots again from long range. Great save by the goalie. So John, we just had a very, very generous thing happen. So I'd like to say a special thank you to Marie-France Kenny, who is the aunt of Dominic Lacasse.
Is she the fan of the game, Brian?
She's the fan of the game. She's made a very generous donation to the Fury hockey team this afternoon. And she'd sent a lovely email chatting about how inspired she was by the girls and the group and the good things happening around the team. And so, merci beaucoup Marie-France. On apprécie ça vraiment, vraiment beaucoup. Puis, c'était un plaisir d'avoir vous avec nous autres cette fin de semaine. Battle here on the boards. Down in the corner. Riel chips that behind the net. Puck goes up the right-hand side. Lara Walsh is there. We got a battle. McLaughlin's in on the forecheck. Remparts send it all the way around. Lacasse attempts to hold it, but they chip it into neutral zone. All the way down in the Fury zone now. Ferrand recovers that puck. She's going to swing around her own net. She sends it up the wall to Nelson. Nelson has McLaughlin over here. Nelson with a head of steam. She goes wide. Now sends it to McLaughlin, who had gone for a change. Here comes Harriman off the bench. She forces the turnover. That'll be icing. But yeah, so very generous, Marie-France. Really appreciate that. Face off will be the left of the Remparts net. That's Harriman at center. Bourgeois, Nelson. Bourgeois comes away with it off the face-off. She's got Nelson and Harriman in front. She shoots off the side, backside of the net. Harriman recovers the rebound, sends it up the wall here to Landry. It goes off of her stick. Bourgeois is back. She will recover that puck, and she's going to turn it up ice. There goes Bourgeois towards the middle. Has that taken away from her. Remparts gained the zone, broken up by Harriman, goes to Nelson. Nelson goes back towards Harriman. Now she has it, just step around one player. Looking for an outlet, sends it up the wall here to Bourgeois. Bourgeois over center with it now. Bourgeois chips it in the corner off the wall. Harriman's going to win the race. Shoots it.
Oh, deflected too.
Just got a stick on it. Thought maybe Emily would have an empty net goal there on the backside, but Remparts back to center. Long range shot. Stopped by Perreault. Landry off the boards. She sends a nice pass to Alexis Padrones. Padrones with the head of speed. She's in the offensive zone. She's wide to the left around the first defender. Shoots off the back of the net. Madison Kavanaugh's there. Picks up the rebound. Back down low to Padrones. Padrones sends it net front off the side of the net. Goalie covers that up. 11:10 to go. Well, John, the fan of the game program, which is clearly Mary Frost Kenny today, but for the other regular attendees, it's I feel like their commitment to the program is not what it could be.
It's like you and I are on a deserted island, right?
Yeah, if anyone's looked at either of you lately, they know we're not looking for extra exercise. Here goes the Remparts all the way down. Nice save by Perreault. Rebound. Centered and missed by the Remparts.
So I got an insult to injury, Brian. Not only do we have to leave the Eagles' Nest here and exercise and walk all the way down to get our beer, we have to also pay for it.
Yeah,
it's like a double insult.
I mean, I found I'm even more thirsty after having walked over there than I was before I started.
Absolutely. It
almost defeats the purpose.
It's defeatist, for sure.
But, it's the world we live in today, John, I guess. Kavanaugh's in the forecheck. She forces a turnover. They send it up the wall to Lacasse. Lacasse right back down off the end wall. Kicks out towards the front of the net. Rempart D gathers it up. They send it up the left-hand side. Went off the referee's skate, so Walsh comes away with it. Walsh in a battle. Rempart player chips it up the wall. McLaughlin's going to come cross ice and break that play up. Nice job by McLaughlin. She sends it up the wall again. It's offside now. Ferrand and Walsh has the puck bounce away from both of them. Now it's back. Game of ping pong here. We're at the Rempart blue line. Now back to Lacasse. Lacasse goes rink wide for Walsh. Just out of her reach. Walsh going to continue to add pressure here. Forces the Rempart player back into the zone. Here they come. The Remparts step out of the zone. McLaughlin cuts that off. Now Lacasse retrieves that puck. She goes rink wide to Alexa Ferrand. Nice pass to Ferrand. Here she goes. Ferrand under a lot of back check pressure there. Walsh gets in there behind the net. Rempart D sends it back the other way. Now Lacasse is going to pinch. Rempart player gets it by Lacasse, but not out of the zone. Gets some help there from Alexa Ferrand. McLaughlin now chips it down in the corner. Rempart D over behind the net. They attempt to clear. Do not. That's DeMille. DeMille sends that back in, and Bourgeois is in on the forecheck now. Nice line change there by the Fury. Right back to Bourgeois. Bourgeois had it just poked away from her. Now they're out of the zone.
Into the bench.
Into the bench. 8:59 to go.
That should give us an offensive zone face-off, though, Brian.
I would think. And they do. Let's see if we have any out-of-town scoreboard here yet. 2-0 now for Lac St. Louis. And no score on the other side for the Fredericton Storm against these Amazon de Laval. Laundrie is back in her own zone. She has the puck. She sends it up the wall to Nelson. Broken up there in the middle by the Rempart. Nelson now recovers it. She's got Bourgeois up here. Tries to get it to Bourgeois. Now Nelson comes through. She's got Harriman and Bourgeois with her. 3-on-3. Battle into the corner. Bourgeois comes away with it. Sends it to the net front. Harriman tries to get there and does. But Rempart D put a stick on it. And here come the Remparts. 3-on-3 the other way. They shoot it right in on net. Now Luis is going to cover that up.
Yeah, still looking for a score, Brian. It says live, but the puck hasn't dropped yet in the Fredericton game.
They started just about an hour ago, so I think it's more of a...
No one's updating it.
No one's updating it. Or there's no score.
True.
Face off will be to the right of Perreault. Padrones. That's won by the Remparts. They go back to the D. They go back down the left-hand side. Nice play by their D. She shoots from long range. Broken up in front by DeMille. DeMille, she sends it up the wall. That takes a great bounce in our favor. All the way out of the zone and not icing. Kavanaugh's in there to give chase now. Kavanaugh knocks away the puck from the Rempart D. Padrones comes in. Boyard's going to step down. She's going to grab the puck. She's going to step around that Rempart D. Boyard down in the corner. Kavanaugh forces the turnover. They come up the right-hand side. DeMille right back in. Fury could tag up. Rempart go D to D. They're going to try the left-hand side. Padrones is there to break that up, but they chip it to center. They're offside, I thought, but I guess I'm wrong. Puck goes back to the Rempart D. They step in. They shoot from long range. Nice save by Perreault. 7:27 to go here. Rempart center, high slot, back to the blue line. They shoot from long range. Easy glove save for Eloise Perreault on that one.
A little pressure there from the Remparts.
Yeah, they show a little bit of life there.
It's been pretty one-sided here in the third period, though, Brian.
Pretty one-sided, really, the whole game.
Yeah, true.
We're obviously biased, but it is the Fury broadcast.
Oh, we are 100% biased.
Yeah. We have not made any claims that we will not be biased or that we'll be fact-based. Neither of those two statements are true about the broadcast.
Well, it is factual that we're extremely biased.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Here
comes the Remparts over the right-hand side. Remparts at the puck. They send it net front, tipped in front, saved by Perreault. Rebound gathered up there by Ferrand. She pushes it to the outside. Ferrand and McLaughlin do battle down here in the corner. Remparts send it to the blue line. Shot from the blue line. Blocked in front by Sophie Knight. Goes into the corner. Knight sends it up the wall. That's intercepted by the Remparts. Now Anna Lacasse goes back for it. Lacasse now. Spins away from the forechecker. She needs some help in there. She's all alone. She gets knocked down 2-on-1, but Ferrand steps in, saves the day. Puck comes out of the zone. Now Walsh takes that one away from the Remparts and goes deep into the corner after it. Walsh is there. Remparts send it up the wall. McLaughlin picks it up, gets it to Ferrand, poked away from her. Remparts try to go back the other way, and they do, but that's going to get reclaimed by Walsh. Now Ferrand gets knocked to the ice. Remparts go D-to-D the other way. Remparts, they attempt to chip it in. McLaughlin cross-check from behind there, no call. She's back up, she's got the puck, she sends it all the way back to the Remparts blue line. Remparts, she's looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds a teammate cross ice, they're into the Fury zone, but broken up there by Boyard. Now, Alexa Ferrand, she's going to chip that in the corner and go for a line change.
That's a smart play by her, actually, real smart play.
Yep, sure is.
Get it in deep, and a 3-0 game, 5 minutes left. Go for a change.
Herman breaks up that play. Here goes Bourgeois with it. Bourgeois in the zone. She's going 1-on-3. Puck back up the wall. Back into the Fury zone. Herman now. She breaks up that play. Goes rink wide to Nelson. Nice play. Just out of Nelson's reach. Nelson gets a stick on it though. Now, Remparts send it back in the zone. Captain Eve Landry back to get it. Landry takes her time, sets up behind the net, sends it up the wall to Bourgeois. Bounces away from her. Bourgeois is on the forecheck. Remparts sent it right back in the zone. Here goes Landry. She's going to go the other way this time to Nelson. Nice play. Nelson's going to send it. Oop. Tried to send it across to Bourgeois, but the back checker for the Remparts broke that play up. Harriman breaks that up.
Oh, nice play by Emily.
Now they send it out again. Here's Landry. Landry goes to Boyard. Boyard goes up the wall.
I like the puck movement. Good puck movement there, Brian.
Our puck movement today has been actually quite good. All right, puck's deep in the corner. Harriman's going to forecheck. Got Bourgeois and Nelson with her. Remparts player stops up, tries to spin away, goes up the other side. Bourgeois is going to break that up now. Bourgeois with the puck. She's got Nelson and Harriman in front.
Oh!
Puck is there.
Nelson now.
Turn and shoot.
Oh, off the side. Oh, so
Nelson
close.
Now.
Here's a goal, Brian. Here's a goal.
Bourgeois
Here's a goal.
steps around, shoots. Nice save by the Remparts goalie. Lacasse now. Here comes Anna Lacasse. She steps to the net front. Her shot goes wide into the corner off a shin pad. Rebound sent around the boards all the way. It's going to come back up the right side. Bourgeois is there again. Now Lacasse. Lacasse goes down low to Bourgeois. And then the Remparts send it all the way down the ice, but no icing. 3:45 to go here, third period.
End to end here, Brian. No whistles.
No whistles. This period's flying by. Padrones scoops that puck up on the wall, cuts the middle. Got a great head of steam. She can really move. There goes Padrones. She sends it in deep. Kavanaugh's in to give chase. Remparts D gets there first. They send it up the wall to nobody. Padrones picks it back. There goes Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh with it behind the net. Kavanaugh spins away from the 2D. Nice play. She's still got it. Spins one more time. Puck gets sent out to the blue line to Lacasse. She's going to step in. Sends it down low. Nice shot.
Oh, my goodness.
Rebound. Puck is there.
Oh. Oh, my goodness. Nice play by Lacasse. And don't know how that stayed out. Great play by the keeper.
Yeah. Well, it was interesting. The ref blew the whistle a bit early. And the puck was actually in between the defender's skates. And Hedborg whacked at the puck, but it was in between the skates, so it would have went in the net. Face off to the left by the Rempart net. Here Kavanaugh works it up to Laundry. Nice play there. Laundry shot from the blue line. Off a player in front, down into the corner. Laundry now. Pucks up the wall. Knight with it. Knight. Long range shot tipped in front by Kavanaugh. Nice save. Kavanaugh scoops up the rebound. She spins away, gives it to Padrones. Padrones walks out. Sends it off the goaltender's pads. Just out of the reach on the rebound for Bork. Now Laundry's going to hold his own. Nice job by Eb Laundry. Kavanaugh's there to help. Kavanaugh and Padrones, they're on the hunt. Padrones with it. She's got the puck. Tries to get it in front of Kavanaugh. Has that sticked away from her by the defender for the Rempart. Rempart comes 3-on-2 the other way now. They go rink wide, right to the ringette line. Shot. Another shot. Goal.
The long shift for Fury Girls.
Yeah, we get caught a bit
close to 2 minutes almost. So
long shift and a bad break in front of Eloise, honestly.
All that pressure. For 2 minutes we had pressure, and then just a bad break. That's all.
Yeah, that's
so we were tired on the back check, that's all.
Well, Eloise made the first save, and then it went off a shin pad right back to the Rempart player who put it in the net. But more of a bad bounce than anything.
Those things happen. We got a 2-goal lead with 2 minutes left. We're okay.
Well, we're going to have to hustle hard.
That might give them some life, though. That's the only thing.
Well, they say the 2-goal lead is the worst lead in hockey. Would love to make it 3 again here shortly. Here goes Boyard. Boyard sends it off the wall. Chipped by McLaughlin. Ferran's there. Battle for it outside the blue line. Rempart come away with it. Here they go 1-on-1 the other way. Rempart shoots.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, she rang that off the crossbar
like that.
Up and out of play.
Wowzers.
That was a rocket of a shot.
Yeah.
All right, we need to take a breath and lock this down.
Yeah, you and I need a breath.
Alexa Ferran's in on the face-off. Ferran wins the draw. McLaughlin steps through. Here goes McLaughlin. She's over center. Sends it deep in the corner. Smart play. Walsh wins the race for it on the other side. She sends it back up into the corner here. That's going to be picked up by the left winger for the Rempart. Rempart center. They go the other way. That's broken up by Lacasse, though. Center, Lacasse. She's knocked to the ice. Laundry's there to help.
Out. Up
the wall and out. Nice play by Eb Laundry. Back off the referee's left leg. Kicks back to the Rempart.
Go.
Rempart pulled the goalie. Empty net here, by the way.
And
no icing on that play. Laundry spins away from pressure. Goes to Lacasse. Tipped by Nelson. That's going to go all the way down the ice. Ooh, 57 seconds left. Face-off's going to come back into our zone.
Well. 57 seconds left. One off the crossbar with 2 minutes left here, Brian. Let's just hold our collective breaths together here.
Yeah.
And big draw here for Harriman.
Here we go. Face-off won by the Rempart. Bourgeois gets out to block it. Puck goes left of the net. Boyard goes around the wall. Gets it over to Knight. Knight sends it up the wall to Nelson. Nelson sends it up the middle. Just out of the reach of Harriman, who was coming through.
Oh.
Now they're back in the zone. Knight's going to send it again.
Nice. Get it out.
Nice job by Knight. All the way to the blue line. Puck is there. Nelson.
Oh!
I thought Nelson was going to have a chance. Harriman has a chance. She sends it to Bourgeois. Tipped in front. Stopped by the D. Now the Rempart get out of the zone. Here come the Rempart. They're across our blue line. They try to go back. Nice job by Nelson. Even though she's going to take a penalty on it, that was a heck of a play by Nelson. As she tied up the opposing player and sent her crashing to the ice. 16 seconds.
That was a good tackle. That was honestly, a timely tackle.
I don't even know if it was a penalty as much as... Well, it was a penalty. I can't even say it wasn't a penalty.
Yeah. I know we're biased, Brian, but my God, man. The poor little girl had to score with the key in her back.
It was a perfect form tackle by Nelson.
Well, I'll take the power play instead of the goal for
I'm
sure.
I'm really pretty quick on my feet, but I couldn't even justify that one. Battle here on the faceoff. DeMille sends it down the ice. That's opposite.
I do love how you called yourself out on your bias.
6 seconds to go. Puck is in the Rampart zone, and the girl's going to pin it to her own wall. That's amusing. The coaches do not look happy about that at all. So U13AAA Fury remain undefeated here at the Tournoi International Féminin de Québec. We will play tomorrow morning at 8:20 local time, 9:20 Atlantic. Our opponent is still TBD.
But a great weekend of hockey for these girls regardless.
You know what? The girls, when you come to these tournaments, you never know whether you're going to blow the doors off everyone or get blown out of the rink yourself. And, 3-0-1.
It lets you know that hockey in New Brunswick's not so bad.
No, I think the female game right now in New Brunswick and in Atlantic's really coming. So.
Yeah, because PEI is strong and so is Nova Scotia.
Yep. All right, folks. So we will be back here live tomorrow morning, 9:20. And hope you tune in. Should be a great game.